Good morning, students. Today, in your English class, we will study the poem Fairies. The poem Fairies is composed by Rose Amy Philman. She was an English writer and poet. She mostly wrote about the fairy folk for children. She also wrote plays for children. So Rose Amy Feldman, she was an English writer and she was also a poet. Writer means she was writing stories and also some poems. So she was a writer and as well as a poet. She mostly wrote about the fairy folk for the children. For the children, she was always used to write fairy folk because the children loves to read the stories or poems relating to the fairies. So she also wrote plays for children. So let's read the story and know about the poem. So what is the fairies? Well, firstly we will do the warm up. Look at the pictures and do you know what they are called? What they are called? The first one, the pig, is of groom, and the second is, you know very well, fairy. Number 3 is the picture of, it is the picture of ogre, and the fourth one is the picture of a, it is the picture of an elf. Okay, just come to the poem. Our poem is starts with, firstly we will read the poem properly. How to read the poem? Just check it out. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. It is not so very far away. You pass, the gardener said, and you just keep straight ahead. I do so hope they have really come to stay. There's a little wood with moss in it and beetles, and a little stream that quietly runs through. You wouldn't think they would dare to come merrymaking. Well, they do. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. They often have a dance on summer nights. The butterflies and bees make a lovely little breeze, and the rabbits stand about the hold the lights. Did you know that they could sit upon the moonbeams and pick a little star to make a fan and dance away up there in the middle of the air? Well, they can. Come to the last stanza. There are fairies at the bottom of our garden. You cannot think how beautiful they are. They all stand up and sing when the fairy queen and king come gently floating down upon their car. The king is very proud and very handsome. The queen, now you can guess who that could be. She is the little girl all the day, but at night she steals away. You know who's that? Well, it's me. This is the poem and this is the way how to read the poem. You all will just try to read how I have read this poem. Okay children, and in my next video I will explain the poem.